welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. Child, y'all, this is Sistas, okay? This is Sistas that we about to get into. This is my review recap for Sistas. Friends or lovers, okay? Season 5, episode 18. Baby. They fighting, child. Okay, I'm so freaking pissed off, child. I want Tyler Perry jail. Okay, you need to be in jail. The whole show needs to be thrown in the damn trash. We need to start from scratch. Because why do we got Danni calling Q? Why the hell do we got Danni calling Q? And I knew that's what we was going to do. I knew it. And I still was furious, pissed off, just over it when I seen that damn scene come up, y'all. And we fighting. We scrapping in these streets, okay? Up at the shrimp plant, seat plant, whatever the hell the name of the damn place was, steam plant. Child, no. Acting a whole damn fool, okay? Let the stupidity begin. We got freaking Karen getting in her damn feelings, as usual, trying to call Andi out for not being a freaking friend. And we got Danni just making the most dumbest mistakes, child. I just said, what the hell is this, child? What the hell is this? You know, and I think that Mr. Robin may have played his hand too soon, although it made me feel good to see, you know, the egg all over Gary's face. I think you should have held that for a minute, Robin. And I don't know if this girl that, you know, Fatima done set on Hayden, like, is she really about to fall for him, child, and end up stabbing damn Fatima in the back, or is she really with it? I need to know, you know. Also, Angela, I find myself saying this every week. I'm giving you the side eye, girl. I don't trust you. I don't trust you as far as I freaking see you. You know, what was that face that you was making in the midst of the argument, y'all? Let's go ahead and get into this episode and talk about it, y'all. Take it from the top and break it on down, okay? So, of course, we start out with this damn fight, child. They is going at it. You hear me? Zach going off all kind of damn crazy. Aaron all hyped up, going damn crazy. They tossing these people furniture and stuff, breaking it all up, left, right, side to side. I said, okay, so we just going in here and damaging these people's stuff. I'm surprised the police did not show up, honey, because I thought the police was sure enough about to walk up in there. You know, of course, Fatima gets there just in time. She's trying to break it up. Karen and Andi are screaming, you know what I'm saying, for them to stop. The men that work in the restaurant is pulling them apart, and they still seem to be finding their ways to each other. And finally, Fatima is able to grab up damn Zach's face and say, yo, stop, chill, breathe, okay? Cut it. Time to stop it, all right? And Zach does start to calm down, start to come back down to reality. And he is saying, yo, I'll be trying to prevent from going here. I'll be trying to be a nice guy. I'll be trying not to get mad. I'll be trying to be a good guy, you know. Andi is saying, listen, Karen, let's go. Let's get up out of here. Come on, let's go now. She's telling Aaron to go. So they go ahead and leave before, you know what I'm saying, Fatima and Zach do. As they walking out, the manager then says, or the owner, whatever he was supposed to be, I'm about to call the police. I said, boy, you snooze, you lose, all right. I would have been had the police up in there. You a little too late for that. But Fatima tells him, F you and F the police, okay? F the popo. And they go ahead and they walk out. But in the meantime, did y'all see that look that Angela gave, because she was able to calm Zach down and get him up out of there as they was walking past? I said, what's that look about, Angela? I just don't trust her, honey. I don't. Okay, moving on from there. She gonna stop and tell the guy, you know what I'm saying, some call me. Miss Angela does, right? And so as they are walking out from there, you know, we seeing him tell the rest of the people that's still there, go ahead, have a seat, let the party continue. You know, we okay, everything is okay, don't be afraid, we all good, and all of that. You know, come on in, thank you. All right, and so basically, you know, after they leave out, we got Gary walking in and he's seeing the place as a wreck. He like, yo, what the hell happened here? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. It was a little scuffle going down, but everything is under control now. You know, I'm going to have a table ready for you in a minute. And of course, he looks over and sees that Robin is at the bar. He's like, as a matter of fact, I see somebody that I recognize at the bar, so I'm going to go over there and talk to them for a minute. And the guy tells him, okay. So of course he walk over and Robin is funny, yo. He just have a face that he make, when he supposed to be pissed, one he make when he's, happy, whatever else, and he's just looking disgusted already seeing damn Gary coming over, and he over here feeling himself and basically like on some, what can I do for you? Hey, Gary, yeah, what you doing here? Because, of course, he found in suspect that of all the places he ends up there, and he's like, Gary talking about how this is his go-to. He always knows the spots and have the hookups and all of that kind of stuff. So, supposedly he's just so happened to be there. And Robin is just like, yeah, okay, if you say so. He want to sit here and offer Robin a drink. And Robin is like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got my own drinks. Don't need you to get me anything. So, of course, Gary are going to overplay his hand as well. And he going to tell him, well, you may want to go ahead and save your little change you got, okay, instead of having to spend it on drinks. And Robin was like, well, what do you mean, by that? And so he's like, oh, I'm just saying, because you had that money that you had to come up with or whatever. And so Robin, I'm like, baby, okay, wasn't you supposed to be waiting till the morning and making sure that Andi was there and being able to see on the look on their face with the partners and all that? Why would you open up your big mouth, as smart as a person as they supposedly made you to seem to be, and tell him about this already? That way you're kind of giving him the heads up where he could try to turn around and do something now. I would not have told him I had that money there. I would have waited and he would have found out after the deal was closed and he didn't have no other choice. That's just me. But I did like him, looking a little stupid. I'm not going to lie. I'm always here for that. And so, of course, Robin begins to be like, how do you know that? And, Gary talking about, because I work with the senior partners, and he's like, yeah, and with Hayden. And Gary talking about some Hayden, who's that? And so he's like, so this was your idea, And so Gary's talking about some, yeah, surprised it was or whatever, and laughing. And Robin says, it's not going to work, Gary. And he was like, well, I don't see how it's not. He was like, you had less than 20 hours to come up with the money. And Robin, here he go. The money is there. Gary like, huh? What do you mean is there? The money's there? And he's like, yep, the money sure enough is there. I put it in a business account, right? So I wouldn't have told him that either. That's too much damn info for him, Robin, okay? So Robin was like, what's wrong, bud? You look a little shocked, okay? Because you wasn't expecting me to come up with them dollars, right? And so Gary said, I'm wondering how you did this. And he was like, yeah, well, I did a little leverage to come up with it or whatever the case may be. And so he's like, looks like you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you underestimated me or whatever, right? And so basically Gary says that it's all good. And he was like, yeah, I guess we're going to be able to ride things out together for a little longer. And, Gary's like, okay, well, we'll see or whatever. He was like, damn, where's this bartender? I wanted to get a drink. So then the guy tells him that the table is ready. And, he'll like, well, I'm going to have that bartender bring the drink over for you or whatever, right? And he got head off to go to his table and says, till next time, Robin. I say, yeah, okay, damn Gary, all right? So, of course, Robin is all smiling now that he got to, rub it in his face, and Gary go sit down at the table. And we already know who the first person he gonna hurry up and call up. He's calling up Hayden, and we got to see Hayden raggedy behind having a sex scene, child. Who the hell gives a damn, all right? Now, I ain't gonna lie, Gary and Hayden are actually nice looking guys, but honey, just because they such damn assholes up here, I don't care about them, okay? Don't want to see them. And so he didn't want to stop, but the girl was like, no, go ahead, answer your phone. So, of course, he answers, and, Gary talking about it's me. He like, I know who the hell it is. He like, you interrupted me. What the hell is it? So he tells him, Robin got the money. And he was like, how? I don't understand. How the hell did he do that? He was like, it don't matter. All I know is that he got it. And he's like, you sure? He was like, yeah, I just was talking to him. I seen him. So Hayden is like, we got to figure out where the hell he got that damn money from. And, of course, Gary is saying all he was worried about was getting him away from Andi ass. So he like, I know. And he was like, well, I don't understand how he could have did that. And he was like, I don't know, but he's saying he got it from a business account. So Hayden like, okay, then that's no problem. I could figure out where it came from. I will do that in the morning, okay? But right now, I'm going to go ahead and get back to this ass. All right, I'm a little busy tonight. And so Gary's like, busy with what, that girl? And he like, yeah, I'm tearing this ass up. Like, ugh, you ain't tearing up a damn thing, okay, Hayden? So they say, all right, and they go ahead and hang up the phone. And, of course, Hayden is ready to get right back into it. And homegirl talking about some, nah, I got to get out of here. I got to get ready to go, all right? So long, goodbye. I will see you another time. You know, she like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta leave. So, of course, he over here like, no, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna leave? What you talking about? Leave? Nah, you can't leave. We wasn't finishing all this and that. I said, child, why are we wasting time with this? You know, he talking about something. No, 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 no. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I got to finish with you. So she was like, nah, you know, I got a job to do in the morning or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm telling you, you don't have to find another job or whatever the case may be. She was like, why, you going to take care of me? He was like, well, yeah, maybe I will. I said, girl, don't fall for it, okay? Do not fall for it. She telling him how he just met her or whatever. And he was like, well, you know, I don't mind or whatever the case may be. And she's like, nah. She was like, I'm not that kind of girl to let a man take care of me. And he was like, well, you don't know till you try it, okay? He really trying to go hard for this. And she's like, no, I gotta go. So just the look she was giving on her face too, I was like, girl, are you really just still playing him, or are you falling for this a little bit and gonna end up backstabbing Fatima, okay? Because we gonna have an issue if that's what the hell you gonna try to do. You know, he's staying here saying stay here so we can have sex all night and all this stuff. Of course, we know that he is open. He definitely ain't there pretending. And he like, what do you think about that or whatever? So he was just like, you know, she's saying, what are you talking about? She was like, you don't even know me like that. How can you care about me? And he's saying that he do. And, you know, she all laid back talking about something. Oh, well, you know, I don't know. And so he was like, well, what can you do? Because she was saying, you know, like even maybe he could hook her up with a job or something. So she gonna tell him she could be a damn secretary. And he was like, well, I'll see what I could do. I said, Lord, don't tell me she about to be working there too. So she was like, are you serious? And she was like, you just met me. And he was like, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? I'll work on it and I'll let you know. I feel like, you know, something about you. And so I said, yeah, okay. She's talking about you do. And he was like, I do. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Won't you give me another kiss? And then, you know what I'm saying, she went ahead and kissed him. So I said, oh, Lord, here we go with this damn nonsense. All right, I will be keeping an eye on you too, boo, because you know Fatima going to drag you up and down that office if you really playing games with this damn Hayden situation. So now, you know, we go ahead and get back to the damn house now with Angie and Fatima driving up and her being like, girl, oh my God, did you see how he was acting? Did you see his face? And then Fatima's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. She was like, are you sure you okay? And she was like, yeah. She was like, girl, he was just like, he was so mad or whatever. And she was like, are you sure that because, you know, Fatima's like, I'm good. She telling her she could leave and that she gonna stay there and that Zach should be there any minute. And she was like, are you even sure that he's gonna come straight home? And Fatima's kind of like, he better. But these faces she making, child, I'm just like, my spirit is not rubbing me the right way at all. So she was basically saying like, here he come riding up now. And, you know, Angela's like, thank God or whatever. And she's still telling her, you sure you going to be okay? You sure you going to be safe? You sure you want to stay here? She's still telling her, yeah. So she tells her, you know what I'm saying, make sure she call her. And she was like, I will. And then, you know, Fatima go ahead and get out to go in the house or whatever, right? And so, of course, when they get in there, you know, the drilling and it's starting to calm down or whatever the case may be. Zach is hurting from pounding and damn, you know, his hand is hurting from pounding in damn Aaron's face. And he looking at the hand or whatever. And she, of course, goes over to the, you know, fridge to get him the ice pack out and was like, let me see, and was trying to put the ice on his hand. So she's basically asking him like, are you happy now? Are you satisfied now? Did you get what you was damn looking for, acting a fool? And he gonna talk about something, you know, what are you talking about? Don't start no mess with me right now, whatever the case may be. I don't need you coming at me. And she was like, because I told you that Karen was not the one that freaking, you know, sent anybody there. You know, he's still saying how he know that Karen is the one that set him up. She was nice to him. She never be nice to him. And he should have known that it was for a reason. All of a sudden, when she's nice to him, then a picture's randomly taken. And he's like, if she didn't do it, who did it? And she was like, I was telling you, you know what I'm saying, that she didn't do it. She also was asking him, like, why the hell was you fighting damn Aaron? He keeps saying he fighting Aaron because he tired of his mouth. He always got something to say and he don't mind his business. I'm not mad at Aaron in this situation as much as sometimes that he do annoy me. I'm not mad at him for standing up for Karen in this situation. That's what he was supposed to do. If he would have mind his business and just let Zach come in there and get all up in Karen's face, then I would have actually had a problem with him. In this particular case, there is times when he be being annoying and he be saying and doing too much, but I didn't feel like he was wrong for stepping up in this particular situation, okay? Just me personally. And, you know, she's like, no, that's not what it was about. It was about damn, you know, Karen behind. But he basically saying that it wasn't. And at the same time, he's saying, you know, she do too much. She keep getting involved into our relationship and making us have arguments and fights, which we all can see that. And we are all tired of it, child. I'm so freaking tired and sick of this damn story going loop-de-loop-de-loop. I don't know what the hell to do, okay? I already told y'all that last week. So I understand what he's saying with that, but she's trying to tell him, which I don't remember Fatima telling him. I felt like she should have told him that Angela said this was someone she knows. I don't remember her saying that. And she was like, when he's saying who is it, because she claiming that she already told him that it was somebody Angela knew. He was like, well, who? She gonna be like, oh, you don't need to know. And he was like, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, it was Karen and blah blah blah. And he's still pushing it back to Karen. My thing is, who is this person? Because we still don't know, okay? We still don't got no clarity on who this freaking person is that Angela supposedly damn knows, all right? And so, you know, he's basically like, you know, it's her. Come on, like 2 and 2 is 4, whatever the case may be, right? And so then she's telling him, you have a record, Zach. And he was like, okay. She was like, and you could go back to jail. And he said, let me ask you a question. How come every time you get pissed off and you want to storm out here, people heads go through walls, people almost die and all of that, but nothing happens? But when it's me, I'm getting scolded like a child. And she was like I said, you have a record and I don't. And he was like, yeah, and to be honest, I'm trying to understand how the hell that is, because you do way worse stuff than me. Now that part did have me laughing, and it is kind of true. I guess Fatima just smarter than you in that way, Zach, okay, because she know how to do her dirt and get away with it. So, you know, basically, he also did have a point with saying that as well, because when Fatima's mad, she be like, get out my way, I'm pissed, and that's that on that, you know. And so she do, as he was asking last week, have to give him that same, you know, grace, because when he reach his boiling point, he ready for it to be on and popping too. But you do have to be smarter than that, Zach, because you know you already have so much different stuff coming at you. So I could kind of get both their arguments, but at this point, I'm just tired of the argument, to be honest, y'all, because if you really think about it, it's nothing new about this damn argument at all, okay? And so then she's basically, you know, he says he's going to go lay down. And she's like, yeah, you can lay your behind right on that couch. She was like, you heard me. And he's going to say, quit playing games with me. I ain't sleeping on no couch in my own house. And she was like, I'm sorry, what? He was like, oh, I'm not sleeping on no couch in my own house. So she was like, oh, it's your house again now. She was like, got it. My house. She said, okay. She was like, you know what? Then I was waiting for this day to come. So he was like, waiting on what? She was like, waiting for you in this my house shit. So he like, come on, Fatima, chill. She like, nah, I ain't no chilling. She was like, you know what? Cool. Then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm out. And he was like, no, you ain't going nowhere. She was like, you want to bet? What the hell you going to do to stop me? She was like, if you think that I can't find another bed to sleep in, then you don't know what's your damn mind. And I said, I'm leaving. And so then he like first was saying, you not going nowhere. Then he started changing it when she was like, you're not going to tell me what to do and I'm leaving. He going to be like, wait. He was like, that's how you feel? And she was like, yeah, that's how I feel. He was like, you know, every time we get in an argument, you go running out. So she was like, well, I'm not one of these bitches that you've been with or whatever about that baby father and, you know, I'm this and I'm that and all of that. And he was like, you need to calm down. She was like, no, don't tell me what to do. She was like, you know, you need to listen. So he says, I am listening. So she was like, you know, he gonna tell her she ain't saying shit. He was like, I have to deal with a whole bunch of bull every day. Have the bullshit, you know, Karen bullshit, then come home and have you sticking the phone in my face and all this and that. And so talking about I kissed some broad when I didn't. And so she's like, don't make me crazy. That's what my ex, you know what I'm saying, tried to do to me or whatever. So of course, that's a trigger for her. So now we gonna go into her bringing up things that she went through with her ex. So then he was like, stop acting crazy. So then he's like, you know what? You want to go. I'm not going to beg you to stay. She said, oh, you not? He says, no, I'm not. She was like, good. He was like, I'm not. She was like, then I'm leaving. He was like, okay, if it's too much for you, then bye. She said, yeah, I'm walking. Okay. And F you. So she go walking out. She pissed. He throwing down the damn ice pack on the daggone floor, child. And we basically ain't getting nothing accomplished. Okay. So now, you know, we get Andi coming in with Karen, bringing her home with Aaron, you know. Of course, Andy's apologizing to him, and, you know, he's going to get some ice out for his damn hand as well. And Andi is telling her, like, I'm so sorry, calm down, like, it's going to be okay or whatever. And she's like, you know, I do know that, you know, basically somebody had took a picture of him when he came to the shop and was hugging you. No, she didn't say I do know. She tells her about the picture and she was like, and you knew about this? And she was like, yeah. She was like, and you didn't tell me. Had you told me that, then I would have been able to call him and tell him that I didn't have nothing to do with that, because I didn't have nothing to do with it. You always keeping something from me. So she's like, I don't tell her what you say and I don't tell you what she say. I basically try to stay neutral and, don't be in it with either one of y'all, whatever the case may be, because I'm cool with both of y'all. You cannot tell me who I can have as my friend. She's like, Fatima has been there for me or whatever. So Karen is like, and I've been there for you too. Yes, you have. But at the end of the day, freaking Fatima and Andi became cool with her working at the damn office. She is her assistant. They have a good relationship that they formed through that way. This was before her even sleeping with Zach, and there was no connection where she even knew who the hell you were and that you had a relationship with Zach. It's not as if she was friends with all of y'all and then she messed around with Zach knowing that he was with you and then got with him. She was a complete stranger to you that you met through damn Andi for her working, with Andi, and then just so happened to bump into her in the supermarket with him. So there was no connections there. So I'm confused how you're taking it out on her and being mad and telling Andi that now everything that she ever did as a friend does not exist because she's not trying to be in the middle of a situation that is just awkward and complicated within itself that she does not have no control over. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that, and it's very childish to me. And so nonetheless, she's basically goes off on Andi, is like, oh yeah, well, you always taking her side and sticking up for her and looking out for her benefit or whatever the case may be. If it was the other way around, I'm pretty sure that you would go and tell her my stuff, but you won't tell me what's going on with her that could basically, protect me or whatever the case may be. And she starts telling her how she's not no friend in all of this. And at this point, Andi is telling her that she's being unreasonable. She's like, don't do this. She's asking Aaron for help. And then Karen says, this don't got nothing to do with, Aaron, which you don't. She's like, this is between me and you. Okay, leave him out of it or whatever the case may be. She was like, I've been here for you too. I'm your friend too. And you basically played me or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't tell me, and you weren't gonna tell me these things or whatever the case may be. And she was like, how you not gonna tell me about a picture that I'm a part of? Now she do kind of have a point there. I will always give credit where credit is due and say right is right and wrong is wrong. And so she was like, all of a sudden you don't know how to act when you get around damn Fatima or whatever. So she gets to the point where she's yelling and screaming at her, whatever, and she's telling her to get out. And Andi is like, don't do this, don't do this, don't be like this. She was like, this is not right. And, you're not acting right now, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You're being so unfair about this. And she keeps telling her she needs to calm down and that they will talk more when she's calm. And she was like, oh, no, we ain't going to talk at all. And Andi is like, you don't mean that. And she was like, I do mean that. And so that's when she started telling her, be reasonable. And she was like, ain't nothing for me to be reasonable about. She was like, if you would have warned me, I could have called him and everything like that. So she basically was like, what you gonna do is get your ass up out of here. And I said, baby, you wouldn't have had to tell me twice, okay? Andi was acting like she was sitting there, wanting to beg her for a minute. And she keep telling Andi, you betrayed me, you betrayed me. And she was like, just let me speak for a minute. And she's like, no, get out. She was like, come on, you have to calm your behind down or whatever. Don't do this. And so long, story short, child, she left the house, okay? And like I said, she was better than me because I would have left it before that. Aaron started telling her, well, you was a little wrong. You was going a little crazy there. And you might want to go and sit down and talk to your friend and have a real conversation with her and apologize. She didn't deserve that. When she's checking on him and telling him that she's sorry that he experienced what he experienced, he's like, I'm good. I'm okay. It didn't kill me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he got a little bit 1-2 on me. All right. But it's fine. And so, we got Danni over here with damn Sabrina. Sabrina saying, I lost my job. I'm not going to be able to work no more. And Danni like, nah, girl, you going to be good. Once this blow over, you will be back to work and they're going to find out you was innocent and you didn't have nothing to do with it. And so Sabrina was like, nah, when it comes to banking, that's a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? I will never be able to do that again. Just the fact that this whole thing happened. And so Danni is like, I hear you. So she keep looking at her phone. So Sabrina's like, well, you got some other plans somewhere you got to go. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I see you keep looking at that phone. She was like, do you want to talk about Preston? And Danny's like, no, we already talked about Preston. But she was like, yeah, we did talk about him. But we may want to talk some more, whatever. You ain't got to hold anything back from me. She was like, if there's anything else you want to talk about, you can. So Danni is saying no. Then she goes, you know what? I think I will just go home. She was like, as a matter of fact, because Sabrina was like, how you gonna get there? She was like, that's what I was just looking at, a ride. So Sabrina was like, well, I could give you a ride. She like, nah, I got it. I'm good, girl. She was like, are you sure? She gonna say yeah. So she's sitting here making fun of, Sabrina clothes. Oh yeah, I see you had on the, Coming to America Black Panther outfit, and she making fun of the wine, how cheap it is, and this and that. And she proceeds to go on the damn hallway, child, and call up damn Q talking about what you doing. Can you get to my house? He apparently already knows her damn address. And I just, like I said, throw the show away. Throw the show away, y'all. Honestly, I don't even watch them. I don't want to watch no more. That pissed me the hell off. Danni got so many different people that be trying to rap to her. I even got the Preston in her situation, and why she didn't want to get married. That didn't make no sense for them to get married. I didn't understand why they couldn't just still continue to date. Fine. Danni could have called any freaking body up. You gonna tell me Q was the only person that was available? Even though she be picking up vibes that he trash, even though she be picking up vibes that he ain't got nothing going on and that he's dirty, and on top of it, of all the freaking people that you could call, this is the damn person that actually set your damn friend up and put her in the situation that she's in, even though you don't know that part. And you just finished going through a mad crazy situation. So I would think between the crazy situation that you went through and the crazy situation that you see your friend in, this would be the time for y'all to bond and hang out and, smoke y'all little things, do your little drink and put on a good movie. Like, you gotta go home and be with a dude. And I'm sorry, but before I got up here to do this recap, I seen, what's her name, and y'all tweeting out about the character and what they was going for with this particular story, and her saying, when you a superwoman and you used to doing it all, and sometimes you want to just lean on somebody and fall back and you get caught up into a situation and all this and that. And I get it. Yeah, that does happen, but it didn't have to happen with you. I'm sorry. I'm just not with it. I don't like it. I'm disgusted by it. And Tyler Perry, your behind need to be in jail from forcing this damn story down our freaking throats. That's how I feel. That's my opinion of it. Okay. But moving on from there, like I said, Karen and Aaron did have this conversation. She had called him and he had convinced her, like, you need to go talk to Andi. You should not leave the situation like that. That was wrong. Things got heated. It got out of hand. It got a little crazy or whatever. But, she was really hurt. And Karen was like, yeah, I saw the look in her eyes or whatever. And she was like, so you think that, I should go apologize or whatever. And he was like, yeah, she was telling him that he didn't have to act macho and pretend that everything was all right. And he was like, does he always act like that? And she was like, if he pushed to the limit and he felt like he was wrong, then yeah, he can get like that or whatever. But he was saying he got some licks in, but he okay. And so he just was telling her, like, yeah, you should. You really do need to talk to her. You need to go and apologize. And she was like, yeah, I know. She was like, I'm going to go head over there. So we already knew when she said she was going to go over there that some kind of way Fatima was going to be there. And she was going to walk in and she was still going to carry on. Even though supposedly her whole purpose for going over there is supposed to be to apologize. Of course, we ain't going to just get the damn apology that you supposed to have been going for. Okay. So moving on from there, she calls Pam to check on the shop, and Pam was like, they still in there working, so she's there late. She was like, how he do, he got to get up that damn rent to pay you, girl. So she was like, well, of course, Pam done heard what happened at the damn steam plant, child. She was like, honey, I heard y'all went over there and done wrecked damn things down, all right? She was like, damn, what I'm saying? Zach is going to go to jail. I mean, Zach is going to be in damn trouble. He going to hell, rather. So she's like, what the hell are you talking about? She was like, girl, he up there damn... what she said, beating the Lord's messenger. I said, yo, that made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, leave it to Pam. So she's telling her she will send the video and that she's gonna end up coming in to work late. And Karen is like, why are you gonna come and work late? She said, girl, because I'm gonna be leaving late. What the hell you think? I need my beauty sleep too. So she asked her, can she just go ahead and come in early? And, Karen is like, yeah, whatever. She like, what time you gonna be there? And she said 11. And then she still was on the phone saying, damn, this woman be on my damn behind. And Karen was like, girl, I'm still listening. I'm still here, whatever. So, she hang up and Karen is just like, shit. So he was like, Aaron asking her, can I do anything for you? And she tells Aaron, can you get me a new damn life? And they laugh about that. Now, in the meantime, we get to Andi and she, has a call from Fatima where Fatima is saying that she gonna go stay in a hotel tonight. Her and Zach got into a big blowout. She's leaving or whatever. And Andi's like, girl, I got 3 extra bedrooms here. Like, no the hell you ain't gonna go stay in no hotel. Bring your behind right on over here. She's like, you sure? She's like, absolutely. Come here now. So we seeing Robin coming up in the elevator as she's on the phone saying this to Fatima. Then she asked Fatima, like, what's your ETA? And she said, she should be there soon. So I said, wait, was I the only one that didn't know Andi had 3 extra damn bedrooms in that penthouse, child? Where was that when they was doing the tour? Okay, is these some underground bedrooms, child? I don't remember them. But okay, Andi girl, I see you. So, and I'm glad that she told Fatima to come, okay? And so, Mr. Robin slinking himself off the daggone elevator. Listen, Robin is looking kind of good. I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, one thing about Tyler, he find good looking people, whether it's men or women. And, Robin could get it. I'm just going to keep it real. So he come off the elevator and he talking about some, how you doing? I just stopped by to let you know that I saw Gary at the spot tonight. So she like, what? Damn, what? He followed me there? So he was like, I mean, do he be following you? Is that what he do? Is that something, that you should be worried about? So she tells him, no, she got it handled. And he like, do you? She's like, yeah, I could take care of myself. He's like, I see. Okay. They always got to say that I see. So basically, he tells her that he told Gary, and she says the same thing as me. Do you think that was a good idea? Why would you do that? Like, the plan we had was supposed to be waiting till that next morning to tell him or whatever. And he was like, yeah, because, he came in talking crap and thinking that he was all that, and I kind of had to, bring him back down to size. And he was like, what's the problem? The money is already there, it's in the account, and everything is settled. And she was like, I don't know about all of that, okay? Gary is a little slinky, slimy one, all right? And he finds a way to maneuver around things. And he was like, yeah, I know that he is and I know that he do, but I think that this is pretty much going to be settled. And, everything is going to go through and we ain't got nothing to worry about as far as that goes. So she's like, okay. He basically saying that he got it handled or whatever. And he was like, I just wanted to let you know. And so he was like, that he got it all taken care of. So she like, okay, if you say so. But me and her both are giving Robin the side eye. Like, I hope you know what you're doing. Sometimes you don't need to play your damn hand too freaking fast. All right. And so, of course, now that's in her head. Like, let me find out that this dude is following me. And she was like, I wouldn't put it past him. And I said, well, at least you saying that, Andi, because the way you still be dealing with him, girl, knowing he was watching you, knowing the reason why he got you the penthouse and everything else, honey. It is what it is. It comes along with the territory as far as I'm concerned. So I definitely wouldn't put it past him either, okay? He probably got a damn tracker on her freaking cell phone, honey. So, at the end of the day, she was like, do you think that was wise? And he said it was. So I said, okay, Robin, you pretend like you a smart dude, but sometimes I think you making stupid mistakes as well. And we'll see how it goes, right? And so at the end of the day, she kept saying, thank you or whatever. And he was like, thank you for what? But he told her that, she was welcome. And he was like, am I going to see you tomorrow? She's saying, yeah, it's going to be early tomorrow. And so they say good night. So, of course, right after he leave, Fatima get there and she's telling her, I got you. Don't worry about it. She's like, what happened? And she's basically, because Fatima was like, I don't know about this and whether I should be here or not. I don't have all my stuff with me. She was like, girl, I got, robe. I got toothbrush. I got toothpaste. I got anything you need. I got you. Don't worry about it. Okay. You are more than welcome and more than good here. There's a bedroom in the back. Like, that ain't nothing to even think about or talk about. Right now, in the meantime, over at damn Danni house, child. She here with raggedy ass Q. I swear this just make my skin crawl and literally make me nauseous, y'all. Where I have to drink some damn ginger ale and tea because Q raggedy behind his ear, and he's talking about, so what you want to do? She was like, I just want to sit and talk, you know what I'm saying? Maybe have you hold me or whatever. He getting up, taking off his clothes. The same behavior that he had with Dan Maurice, the same behavior that he had with freaking even trying to come at damn Calvin with. He taking off these raggedy ass clothes. He telling her how he already showered, and even she said, oh, so you showered but you still got on the same damn clothes from the other day. You put your same funky clothes back on. I said, that's the only thing she said that makes sense. She's saying, whoa, 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 stop. I was getting so nervous that this boy was about to attack her because I don't put nothing freaking past him, and I'm just mad at Danni that she's back in a situation where she could be attacked or in damn danger from somebody, not knowing who this damn fool Q is, and he's steadily still taking off the stuff. Oh, I'm just trying to show you that I ain't got no weapon or nothing on, and I'm gonna go over there and lay on that bed. That bed? You know, oh yeah, that bed right there. And he was like, well, I'm gonna lay naked since you basically was saying you don't want the clothes on the bed and all this and that. She gonna ask him, do he got a condom? And he pulling out a damn condom talking about, yeah, of course, always. I just said, Danni, girl, what? Bitch, what? You know, she wanted to tell him his thing could be a weapon or whatever when he was saying he didn't have no weapon and all that. And she was like, well, I'm going to need to think about this and whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, she asked him, did he have a damn condom? And she still was sitting there just even entertaining this freaking foolishness. And y'all, it had me so pissed off. I can't, okay? So we ended off this damn episode, y'all, basically with, you know, Andi saying like, calm down, take your time. No, I'm sorry. Before that even happened, we also had this guy get brought into Maurice's cell and asking him different questions. And Maurice is like, who are you and why are you interested? Why are you talking so much? You know what I'm saying? I'm a diva. I'm here for whatever I'm here for. What are you here for? And the guy just so happened to say he's here for being fraud. He's like, oh, really? And also saying that they want him to tell on his friends and that he knows that they want, you know, Maurice to tell on his friends. So Maurice is like, you seem to know a whole lot and a little too much for me. So he was like, well, good for you. You know, he telling Maurice that he didn't do it and all of that. And so he's telling Maurice, you ain't got to be mean to me. And Maurice is saying, I'm not being mean. He was like, well, what do you call it? And he says, I call it basically, you know, the lifestyle of a diva. And so he's laughing at Maurice or whatever. And he's like, okay, I hear that. He's like, you're funny. You know, Maurice is like, that's all I got to say. So Maurice is already finding it a little suspicious. Like, yeah, they just so happen to send you in here. And you just so happen to be talking about you in here for something with a bank. And you know what I'm saying? They want you to tell too and all of that. Just a coincidence, right? And so he's saying how the prosecutor's going so hard on him and all of that. And Maurice is like, really? But then Maurice is like, okay, we can end this conversation off. Like, I had enough. You still talking or whatever. He was like, good night, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to say anything else. Conversation over. And so Maurice going to talk about some, you know, I'm a bottom bitch sometimes. Okay, so I'm keeping it down here on this bottom bunk and you could be a top. And the guy's just basically like, okay, good night. He going to bed. So getting back over to Andi's place, you know, at this point, she's talking to Fatima and she's saying, don't let Karen come in between you and Zach. Y'all have something good. Y'all have something real. Y'all really do care about each other, whatever the case may be. You know, don't jump to saying that the relationship is just over and giving up just like that, just because y'all went through something. You know, this was just an argument. Calm down and reevaluate things in the morning, because at this point, Fatima's like, yeah, I'm glad I kept my place and I will go ahead back to my apartment. And so as she's saying this, who come freaking walking in? Of course, all right, with the grand damn entrance, but Karen getting off the elevator. And when Andi is saying to Fatima, like, don't let, you know, Karen come in between what you and Zach have, Karen talking about some, yeah, please don't. Yeah, don't, at the end of the day. And I'm glad to see next week Andi look like she had it and she about to go off and tell her, both of y'all my friends, and I'm not going to freaking apologize for being a friend to somebody that's been a damn good friend to me. Okay? Get in their ass, Andi. That's right. Set this shit straight once and for all, y'all. And this video is way longer than I meant for it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there because that was the end of the episode, y'all. But y'all tell me what y'all thought about all of this, honey. Put it in the comments. Let's discuss it there. Anything that I left out, put it down in the comments. comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Give me a wave, okay, and let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, y'all. And of course, this is subscribe-a-thon month. You know, it can either be a week, a month, weeks, whatever, with a live stream or a recap put out, brought to you by the big Brillo, the big review. Okay, this is something that he put out there, and I accepted his challenge. So we are going to be giving non-stop content. Of course, we have the Oval, we have Sistas, we have you know, BMF, we have freaking Godfather Harlem, Love at the Lockup, child, what you should be watching, Self-Care Saturdays. You know, every fourth Sunday of the month, we giving you those old school classics favorites. We giving you Black Celebration, Black History. Honey, is coming out, okay? I'm going to be putting out as much as I possibly can. And so hopefully you guys will subscribe and you will join me. You will like, you will comment, you will share, and all that good stuff. Until next time, y'all. Toodaloo.